Hey guys, Traver here with One Day Stronger. Let's talk today about transformation and the notion or the understanding that we have to have that when we are going through the early stages of a breakup or a divorce, especially of a divorce because it's going to take a lot longer, that the idea that I want to get across here is that the you that is sitting there today, the you that just got dumped, or the you that just left your relationship, is not the you that's going to survive that experience. The you that's going to survive that experience is a completely different you. Now think about that. This is the essence of transformation, right? You actually become someone else. I remember the day my ex-wife left. Literally, I remember sitting on that couch thinking, I'm not going to survive this. The me that's sitting here right now does not have the capacity to survive this. I'm going to fall apart, or I'm going to die, or I'm going to become a drug addict, or I'm going to just kill myself. This me cannot survive this. And I had this sense, the person that could survive this was the person I was going to have to grow into. So it wasn't just going to be this like, oh, what do you know, I woke up and I'm him, and now I can survive this because some epiphany was downloaded into me overnight. No, it was going to take a shitload of work, and it was going to take a shitload of healing. But think of this idea that the you that's sitting here hurt, the you that's sitting here broken down and just a wreck, a ball of snot, a ball of tears, just has no concept of how you're going to get through this situation. It's not the same you that's going to be here a year from now. It's not the same you that's going to exist 6 months from now if you do the work. If you let yourself go on the journey of transformation. And that's a really important concept, that it's going to be a journey. Part of that journey is letting go of that identity of the person that's sitting there. So letting go of the identity of the person who was just in relationship. That's why I wrote the island theory. It's letting go of that island that you live on. And so much of the construct around it, who you are, what your likes were, what your passions were, what your inside jokes were, who you were in relationship to this other person. It all needs to be let go of. And you have to go on a journey. Now the journey is self-discovery. The journey is, who am I without this human that was next to me? The journey is, what did I like before I met them? Who was I before I met them? And more importantly, who am I now? Because obviously they've had an influence on my life. That relationship had an influence on my life. So who am I now? And here's the $1 million question. Who do I want to become? Who do I want to be in my day-to-day life? What skin do I want to have on? What name do I want to carry? What beingness do I want to embody? That's transformation, right? If we look at it from something more simplistic, like a fitness point of view, if the me over here can only lift 100 pounds, and I want to be the me over here that can lift 500 pounds, it's not just going to happen overnight. I don't wake up one morning and go, man, 400 pounds of extra strength got put in me overnight. Awesome. No, I have to go to that gym day in and day out, and day in and day out, deal with injuries, deal with setbacks, deal with frustrations, deal with pain. But that's the growth. That's the transformation that I'll go through in order to become the person that can actually lift those 400 pounds or 500 pounds, whatever I said. So think about that. You are going to go on a ride. You are going to go on a journey. There will be teachers along the way. There will be new relationships along the way. There'll be guides that show up. There'll be information that just seems to come out of nowhere. Like someone says, like, oh, you really should read this book. And man, that book changes your life. or that you've actually had that book. I had actually read The Way of the Superior Man, I think twice in my marriage, and thought, well, this is pretty interesting, but I don't really get it. And then read it a week after my marriage ended, and it was just light bulb explosions going off. Same information, but now I was ready to hear it, or now I was ready to embody it. So be willing to go on that journey. Be willing to say, okay, I'm going to step out of this skin that I'm in as a dumped person or a person who just left a relationship. And I'm going to walk naked out into the world until I can find this new skin, this new identity, and then put that on and embody that in the world. That is the essence of transformation. The you that is sitting here hurt and broken is not the you that will exist a year from now, 6 months from now, 2 years from now. It's not the you that you are the you right now that left Island 1, but when you crawl up on that shore of Island 2, I guarantee you, if you follow the work, if you follow the steps of the One Day Stronger program, if you stay open, if you act courageously, if you use your pain to educate yourself, to keep yourself expanding, to meet new people, to take new risks, to learn new skills, to admit your faults, then I guarantee you, the you that shows up will be the best version of you that's ever existed. Talk soon.